In the heat of the day down in Mobile, Alabama, working on the rails with a steel driving hammer. Gotta get some money, get some brand new shoes. Trying to find somebody take away these blues. She don't love me, hear 'em singing in the sun. Payday coming and my work is all done. The sun is singing low. Only I've been waiting for the whistle to blow. Sitting in a teepee built right on the tree.
man's fame out of the Carolinas. They've got an album coming out this year. You should check them out on Facebook. That one's called All or Nothing. The band is Poor Man's Fame. Welcome back to the Voodoo Lounge, kids. We kicked this one off with a little Lemmy and Headcat doing a song called Let It Rock. A little bit different than Chuck Berry did it, but it's Lemmy. He can do whatever he wants. As far as I'm concerned, Lemmy is the man. So right now, let's get back to that Anthony Esposito interview. There's a lot of good stuff in that thing, and you're going to want to check it out on Facebook. That's Doug's Voodoo Lounge on Facebook. You can also email me at dougsvoodoo@gmail.com. But we're going to have a link to that whole interview with Anthony on Facebook. You can also get last week's interview with Rick Fox. It's still going to be up there. You want to check that stuff out. There's a lot of good stuff in these interviews, and I just don't have time to play it all. I wish I did. One of the things I talked to Anthony about was the famed guitar collection of Ace Frehley, and I couldn't have been happier than I was with this answer. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on, you know. Like I said, he moved out west, but he used to live in Ossining. I don't know if he still has that house or not. And, but he had a locker. It was like, it wasn't a locker. It was more like a vault, okay? And it was in the studio and off the garage. And it was like the size of like a 2-car garage, basically. And it was just a big vault. And it was filled with nothing but guitars and guns. I mean, it was so awesome. And yeah, it's beautiful. Like he's got he's got so many great instruments. You know, like yeah, it's definitely impressive. You know, but he's got his favorites. He's got his go-to, guns that he likes and go-to guitars. You know.
Good stuff there with Anthony Esposito. And I tell you, you really want to make sure you go to Facebook, Doug's Voodoo Lounge, find the link to that interview. That's a really good interview. A lot of good stuff in there. He talks about what's going on with Ace's band these days, with Ace having moved to the other coast. Talks about digital versus analog, a big argument these days. Dave Grohl will tell you about it. So will Anthony Esposito. And he also talks about what he's up to. So make sure you go there and check that out, all right? Right now, I want to get to a buddy of mine from Alexandria, Louisiana. Come on, y'all. His name's John Burrell. He's got a band called Relix. Didn't have any of the band stuff, but he did send me this little relic of his. This is called Rock and Roll Man.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
She was all over town, And you, Arcadian, what is your profession?
Sculptor, sir.
You?
Blacksmith.
Spartans! What is your profession? You see, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
Voodoo.